Okay, what is a web server? Look at here. We have a web server. Okay, last time in Linux also we installed HTTP, right? In a Linux we installed a HTTP. So that is our web server, right? So that is our web server. So this is my web server. Okay, there is a multiple web clients. Client means we are users with a browser. We can able to access content from web server. Okay, so how to access the content from the web server? Tell me which protocol we use.
HTTP.
Very good. HTTP protocol use to communicate, right? So you will send a request. You will send a request to the web server. Web server will give you a response. Web server will give you a response with a HTML content. So it means with certain contents. For example, here it is my web server, and it contains information. Means pages are there. Pages are there. For example, I have a file called index.html. Index.html. Okay. Here I put a http :/ my web server name, something IP address or something name, and index.html. So this is my request. This is my request. This is I send a request, and web server verify whether a page is there or not. Yes, the page is there, then it will returns the page. So it will return the page is like this. So we'll use a different color just for understanding, guys. Okay, so this is, we call it as a response. What is the response I'm sending? I'm sending index.html. For example, I'm asking here a JPG file, something pac.jpg file with some page. So HTTP request only. Request is always HTTP request only. Request is always HTTP request. Response is always HTTP response only. Okay. HTTP or HTTPS. Okay. So here in this one, I wanted PAIG. So I have a PIG. Pic.jpg is there. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm asking a request. I want this picture. If it is there, it will send. It will put a PIG in the HTML format, and I will receive it. So whatever it is, the response is always in HTML format, whether it is picture or a text or can be a video, but the main structure is HTML format. It is always like request and a response. Next, here it is. I'm asking name list dot html. So this is a requested a page. Okay, sorry, remove, it is not there. So I send a request. Look at, I send a request. Request reach web server. Web server verify for the page. Now think, this particular web page is not there in the content. What will happen? Web server returns, right? We are requesting, we are send a request for this particular page. Web server check in the content, web content. This is the web content. Whether I didn't put a name on it. This is a web content. This is a web content. So it check in the web content and see is the this particular information is there or not. If it is not there, then it will returns like this. So it returns a response. You send a request, you will get a response. Okay, you will get a response, but a response is an error, like 404, 504, 204. These are the different responses are there. Like a page is not available. So sometimes you will get right. So we open something. Okay, so we open something like a Python. See, this is the content you can able to see. Okay, so you can see the page line. For example, I want to open something here like a something. What I got this page response 404. Sorry, we can't see to find the resources we are looking for. So how we can get it? By logo and picture kind of stuff. If any the website people write in a program in a background, that is if data is not there, display like this, not a default one, display like this. Okay, so that is, it is a 404 response. They are doing like that. Also you can try what is 404 error. Okay, also you can go to pictures. So when you open a website, it is showing in a different ways like this. Okay, it's a foreign. So it means there is a problem with your URL or page not found, page not found, page not found. Okay, like this. Okay, page not found, 404 errors. Understand, guys? What is the web server and web client? You send a request, you will get a response. Okay, so when you send a request, web server check the content in the web content and returns that information to the client in the HTML format. If in case in a web content the particular information or a page or a data is not there, so web server give a response with a page not found response. This is the function of web server. Understand or not? What is the web server do? Provide a web services. Client send client send a request to web server. Okay, and server send response. Right. So remember that one. So there is a two words are there. Request, response. which one is SE or a response or like this? Okay, response. Okay, these are the things we use it. Okay, so request and response. The client send a request to the web server. Server send a response to the client. Or a client receive response from the server, request and server. Okay. Next, if web server not found, data as data or a page as client requested, server send response as like 404 error or it shows page not found, this kind of stuff. Okay, so this is the basic, the point of web server. Okay, guys, understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't worry, there are a lot of studies there. Okay. So yeah, of course, websites. Okay, we know URL abbreviation is there, no? So like so that's a website is URL, like it is a location, universal resource location, universal resource where the data is there. So you are accessing from there only, right? So that is URL. Find out what is URL. Next, the response. In the form of HTML. HTML is, what is HTML? Hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Okay. So we can create a basic hypertext markup language, which is I showed already in a Linux HTTP. In Linux HTTP, already I showed that one. So in a HTML pages, so the page always ends with the HTML or HTM. So that is HTML pages. That looks like an example of HTML pages. Okay, so but in reality, it is not like that, guys. The content delivery is HTML format, but the page may not be HTML format. Okay, the while it is delivering in a .html or not. Okay, so web server return response in .html page wise or .jsp page or .esp depends upon what type of page you are receiving. But format is HTML only. So you want to become a front-end developer. One more we are missing. What is that missing? Very powerful. PHP. Okay. So you want to become a front-end developer, guys. Again, my personal suggestion. A lot of people want to become a developer, IT company developer and all kind of stuff. No choices. And again, it is very difficult sometimes to learn programming coding. For example, Python, Java programming. It's all a little complex and it is not much easy to sit in a home and learning. My point is, if you go institute and you have to pay amount and you can learn, but you want to sit in a home and you want to learn, it is very difficult for programming languages. I'm not saying for everyone. I'm saying is for someone, but still inside they want to do something. They want to do develop something, or they want to do create a some application interface. They want to develop some application interface, like a front end application you want to build it, right? So start with HTML. My point is start with HTML basic interface, HTML, PHP, and JavaScript. HTML starting. So once you're done HTML, go with the JavaScript or PHP. My idea is better is always front end technologies, server, client side technologies are HTML, CSS, JavaScript. JavaScript again, it is also easy, but still some people don't not preferring that one. Okay, it is people don't prefer to learn HTML or means they prefer HTML. They want to go to PHP. Okay, some people want to learn JavaScript. They don't want to learn HTML. But my point is first learn HTML basics. You don't require any software. Not required any minimum requirements of system. You have a 4 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM, no problem, because you are not installing any application. So anywhere you can able to run your application without installing any server. Without installing any server, you can run that HTML page. So that is the beauty of this one. Okay, including JavaScript. You don't require any software to run these things. So that's why it is called as a client side software. So simply you can run in your web browser. Okay, so that is why it is. Some people may not having an idea. Some people are having an idea. I'm not talking to about them. So I'm talking to the people are not having much idea about it. This is my exam, SQL exam. Okay, for example, you take this. This is an HTML page. It is taking a lot of time. Open with just Notepad. So this is a very simple starting HTML, ending HTML. In middle one, whatever you write, it will be there like this only. Okay. Now you want to execute, right click or double click also no problem. I want to open with Google Chrome. That's why I open right click with Google Chrome. See, this is the simple page. Okay. No need of running a server also. Just I'm running in a page. Just you can see if I modify anything in this particular page. So in this page, if I modify anything, I can able to see that one. See, this is a JavaScript. This is JavaScript. This is only HTML. This is the JavaScript page. Okay, so very simple to learn. Only thing is I use W3 schools to learn it. Okay, so people who want to start involved in the development, web development kind of stuff, people who are not started the Java programming kind of stuff or anything, yeah, you can start with HTML at least. Python is also good. Okay, but both are different. So Python is different and this is the different. Okay, that's one point I want to tell, that is, so here client side programming. So this is not only HTML pages, and even though you create these pages, it is in the format is HTML only. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to say. Again, what is a web server, guys? Web server provide a web services to clients. HTTP protocol. Which protocol? HTTP or HTTP? Yes. What is HTTPS? HTTP over SSL. Secure socket layer is there. Protocol. Port number 80. Power 43. Okay. So client send a request to web server. Web server response to the client with a page. Send a response to the client. Okay. So it receive the request and send a response. Okay, that's the thing. So in the response is in the manner. So the page or web content. Web content. Okay, if web server not found the web page by requested by client, okay, it will send a page not found like that. Okay, next. Next, guys, there is a two type of websites are there. Two type of websites are there. So that's we'll see. So static website, dynamic website. The second one will cover so many things. So we can see the static website. Static website is simply I open a page, right? So same thing only. Very simple to understand. I'm opening this. Yeah, tutorial pointer, all these things. You can see the menu. You can see the menu. You can see something. I want to study about something like a Splunk. If I want to go to Splunk. Okay. So what is the Splunk? I'm going to some line. So I'm able to read it. If you see, I'm not submitting any data here. I'm not querying any data. You tell me. Okay. Okay. Static means, look at here this picture. In this web content, in the web content, the page is already there and link is there. So you can access the pages directly. If page is not there, it returns page not found or 404 error. Understand? So this type of websites, we call it as a static websites. This type of websites actually call it as a static website. Okay. What is a static website? The web content having a pages. Whenever the user is requesting for a page, it will display the page on the screen. So that is called a static website. the web server having a web pages, so it will give the web pages to the thing. So that is called a static website. As pages in web content, okay, the content pages in the web content. So users or a client existing pages only. Here it is no data upload or download or queries. Very important to understand static website. If you want to know how to create a static website, it is very simple, but it will take time. Okay, it is very simple, but it will take time. I think I have another one is also there, right? So where it is? Yeah, Visual Studio Code is there, but I try open this one, so it's okay. Leave it. Okay. You know, if you have an idea or not, so I will try to show you that one. Yes, this is the exam server. XAMPP is a combination of Apache web server, Tomcat, okay, PHP, and MySQL. Okay, so we can control that one also. So this is the related web pages. You can put it. So if you want to know how to develop a web pages, I want to develop a web applications, that kind of stuff, it is very useful in your PCs. Exam, instead of installing a lamp in your in a Linux machine. Okay, so it is very useful. So why it is not yet open? Why it is showing no virtual machine was found after searching following location? So why it is there? 1 second, guys. There is a environmental variables column also maybe there. So a few things we have to search first. One is environmental variables. One is environmental variables. Java related column. Program files. I installed 64-bit, right? So program files. Java. Yes, my Java is 11.0.11. Java 11 I'm using. In this one, Java home, it is mentioned 11.0.1. In this Java, yes, I put a same location only, no difference. Okay, I will try again. Yeah, it is opening. Yeah, this is newly installed. That's why I'm getting dot. It will take a lot of time to open anyway. But meanwhile, I will continue my static website kind of stuff. Okay. Next, yes. First of all, when we talk about static website, which type of web servers can able to deal with a static web servers? So one is from Microsoft. From Microsoft IIS. IIS. What is IIS? Internet Information Service. Okay, which is nothing but your web server from Microsoft. It is a web server is IIS. Okay, from Microsoft. Linux environment, we use Apache HTTP server. This is also a very basic server. Okay, very basic server. Of course, there is a lot of servers are there. If you go to Google, then you will find NGX server is there. HTTP Lite is there. Lite is there like that. You can find it, that kind of stuff. Okay. So these are the basic servers. This is in a Microsoft. This is in a Linux based server, or you can get it from Windows also. You can get it. Okay. So this is the static. Guys, understand static web server. Mine is working one only, but I got a pawn. Yes. Okay. Next one is, what is a dynamic website? What is a dynamic website? We'll see here it is. Okay, look at here, guys. In dynamic website, we have to come with this kind of stuff. Look at here. A lot of things are there. I'm changing the color for understanding. User request. User send a request like this, and directly page is not available. User is requesting for some information. Web server does not contain information directly. So what it will do? It forward that information to an application. That's why middleware comes up here. It send a information to a application or a application server. Application server. What is application server? Application server contains application side. Application server contains application side. Sometimes web server and application server both are same. So because of the application is also act like a web server. So that is also we'll see. But for now we will understand basic thing is it contains an application. Okay. So what it will do? It forward this information. Okay. He asking some information. It forward that information to this application. It forward this application to application server to this particular application. So application understand what is the user query, what is required. Now, the information may be in the database server. The related information may be found something from the database server. So our application server connects database server and queries data from the database server and got the information from it, and application server put that information into a HTML format page and forward to web server. Web server finally give the response to the client. That is called a dynamic websites are working. So dynamic websites does not have data in the web content. So they have very page-wise content is there. This very basic interaction content is there, but the full information not there. Full information is not there. So where is the information? Information is in the backend. What is the backend here? Guys, what is the backend here? What is front end? Front end, web servers. Backend. What is the backend?
Database.
Database servers. That's how you learn database, right? So backend is database servers. Now, what is the middle between your front end and back end as per this picture?
Application server and web server.
Very good. So that is your middleware. So guys, understand why I told this big story? Which story is better, first story or second story? Means before break or after break?
After, sir.
After. Okay. So here it is. Already I created some dynamic websites and kind of stuff also. Okay. Yeah, I missed this point, but it will take a lot of time. Yeah, I use a demo PHP. So this is a HTML page. I'm trying to open a PHP page. It does not contain anything. Paste. This is a JavaScript file. Okay, it is a JS page, .js page, JavaScript files, .js file. Even though you want to run a JavaScript, you should put a JavaScript inside your HTML formats only. Okay, this is the web server I have. This is the my demo websites. This is the servlet page. Okay. Application means the application can be a servlets, EJBs. What is this application? This application is written in some programming language. Is like a Java servlets. Java servlets, EJB, enterprise Java beans, EJB, Java servlets, like that. Okay, PHP.
Applet. So applet.
Applet, yes, very good. Applet. Applets. Very good. Okay, so I have a meeting. That's the thing. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so look at here. This is a lot of things are there. I want to show you thing like you can get a Apache, Tomcat like this, MySQL database servers. So really, we need a 2-3 days time to fully interaction, then do it. And I will give you guys. I will search again. Where is that videos are available? Is the guy is Bhushan Sirigur. Okay, it's a Bhushan Sirigur. I got it from Udemy, but the guy from him I learned the what is the basic means what is static website, what is dynamic website, what is servlets. Very easy, guys. If I'm saying I learn means I'm not a programmer. I don't know anything about a programming or anything, but still I can understand basic things. Okay, so try for that one. I will forward it by night, at least I will send. Tomorrow just go through once. It will take hardly 4-5 hours. Very basics only learn. So don't do all things, but I will try to forward that one. Okay. So what is a dynamic website is to understand web server receive a query, a request, always receive request. So client send a request, right? So receive a request, okay? And the request forward to application server, to application, I'm telling not application server, application. The application is can be written application, okay, forward to the application. The application our database server for required data, okay, required data, okay, and implement okay, send and create a page, response page, client, okay, send to web server. Anyway, again, web server send response. What is the web server will do? Here it receives a request and it send the response to the client. In between, the application and other things will query. There is a very good explanation is also there, so I'm not going that way. To achieve this dynamic websites, again, this is the web server for a static web server. I've written for static web server, this is enough. But if you wanted dynamic web servers, dynamic websites to run static websites, okay, these things are enough. For a dynamic website, not enough. So I will give you an example for dynamic website is again book my show, make my trip, book my show. Why book my show again? So book my show is here it is displaying a some page, but you want to query something like you want to go with when this movie will be released, or maybe okay, new movie is released. Not even an original movie it is. Okay, for example, you want to rent or you want to play kind of stuff, or you want to book a ticket. Okay, so you want to book a ticket like this. So you can book tickets. So when you click on a book tickets, what happen? It display which theaters and what timings here. It is not ready-made page. Page will be created by application. Now I'm selecting a time. So this is asking the question, right? So like this, 1 or 2. So these are the seats, are the available seats and selected seats, available and selected seats kind of stuff. No one is selected anything, so no problem. For example, I selected a seat. When I click pay, what will happen? It will go to the payment gateway, right? So it will ask next connection. So once the API is connected to payment gateway, once payment is completed and returns the transaction ID, so payment is completed, then next process will complete. So how I got this display of the how I display got to display the data on my screen, it is because of the application is creating a pages for me and display on my screen. Okay, these pages are not already created, so only it is created based on my query only. So that is dynamic websites. Okay, best example, another example, common example people will tell, that is a make metric. Okay, so another example you can take, like anything. Here we are submitting a data. So there in a book my show, I am clicking on it. So then maybe you will get confused. But see, it is, I want to go from Visakhapatnam to Pune. Okay, I'm submitting. Which date you want to go? Maybe I want to go on a next week, for example, on Friday. I want to go on Friday. I click on search. Now this request is go to web server. Okay, page is displayed by web server, but request is also go to web server. The web server is sent to the application server. Application server understand my request and get the information from database server and put it in a HTML page and send to me. I got that information display on my screen. Okay, if I want to book it, I want to query something extra, or I want to book it. So I have to give the information. So right, so I want to book it. For example, book now. Okay, it is fetching the details of this one. You can use the promo code and give something like this. Okay, something I am doing. So what you have to do? You have to give traveler's name, login information, travels, mobile number, contact. So what I'm doing is I'm submitting a data. I'm submitting a data. So based on the submission of data and confirmation of data, so I will get something in a return, right? So I will get some information. So I'm putting some information and also I'm getting some information. So right. So that is the main purpose of this dynamic websites. Okay. So that is the whole picture I'm trying to show you guys. That's the dynamic website uses. Dynamic websites involves web servers, application, and application server, application servers, database servers, application server, database servers, kind of stuff. Okay, so not only that one, so there's another, if anything is required backend, like a APIs kind of stuff, gateways. Always a gateway does not mean your exit router address. Okay, what is a gateway? Gateway is in your LAN network from your customer side, your LAN network, you want to communicate outside your router IP address. Okay, your router IP address. Not always. Okay, that is the thing. Yeah, my time's up with the meeting. No problem. I will wait another 5 minutes. I will do it. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, dynamic website. I told like that's right. So applications can be written in Java. Like example, Java servlets. Servlets are not a different thing. It is also a Java only. Okay, Java servlets. Okay. What is JSP?
JavaScript.
Java server page. It's a response page, like a HTML, like a HTML only. Like HTML is a page, right? So JSP is also a page. Java enterprise Java beans. Enterprise Java beans is for a enterprise application. Enterprise application. You write this thing. It is also Java related. So as you said, apply. Yeah, Python also you can use it. Python is a programming. PHP is a programming language. Ruby, Perl, like these things are there in a Python. Django is a framework. Okay, it is a framework. Flask, a framework. It is also a programming. Python programming is there. Django frameworks is there. Flask framework is there. Lot of different frameworks also there. Now, application servers. Tomcat is an application server. Tomcat is an application server. Glassfish application server. Oracle web logic server. IBM. Yeah, very good. That's why don't close the pages. WebSphere. I think IBM WebSphere. WebSphere. Correct. IBM WebSphere. WebSphere. Currently in Red Hat. JBoss. Now JBoss is changed name. Okay, JBoss is now name is changed. It is Wildfly. It is nothing but a JBoss. Old version is JBoss. Red Hat related one. JBoss is Red Hat related one. JBoss. Okay. The few more things are there, but these are main three are original middleware servers. Or enterprise. For enterprise, it means to run EJB, we need this kind of stuff. To run an enterprise application, we need a Oracle WebLogic servers, IBM servers, and Wildfire servers. These are all not for a enterprise applications. Okay, these are only works like a Java servlets, JSPs, okay, PHPs. Now PHP required PHP server. We have a PHP server is also there. PHP's application required PHP application server. Glassfish, all these things. Okay. So yeah, tell me. So a lot of things are there. If I open, it will take a lot of time. Okay. So these are the application servers, guys. In overall, these are for enterprise application purpose. It's a normal basic application purpose only. Okay. So here it is. One note point here it is. Application server also has web server in it. Meaning is you don't require a secondary application server. So very simple in a writing way. If you say this whole is your application server, for example, I took a Tomcat. Tomcat is an application server as well as a web server. Okay. like that. So this is a small introduction to here middleware with a web server. Okay, so we have to start from there to here, and of course we have a times out, guys, but I want to finish with the database server. This is now your chance. Tell me the list of database servers. Then it is your middleware is mostly basic thing is finished. At least basics, you know. Tell me. Oracle
Oracle
database server.
IBM.
MariaDB. IBM DB DB2. I'm not going with the companies. Okay, DB2. Java DB is also there. Okay. Lot of databases are there. So compulsory go to list. I am giving two, three names only, guys. You have to go to Google today. Type what are the application server. Find out list of the application servers, list of web servers, list of database servers, list of middleware servers, list of web servers, list of application server. Okay, so why I am typing like this? List of web server, list of application servers, database servers. Okay, middleware servers. If you want to put another thing is a middleware servers. Okay, like this. APIs, list of APIs and stuff. I will add some more things to it. Don't worry. Application, I told application servers, database server, something I'm missing. In a whole application method or something I'm missing. IDEs, you know, right? IDEs, you know. What are the IDEs? Integrated
environment.
Eclipse,
Visual Studio.
Visual Studio, PyCharm, Atom, Notepad++,
Sublime Text.
Sublime Text, very good. Sublime. Okay, so like that. So there is a different type of IDEs are there. Something I'm missing. Something I'm missing. Something I'm missing. Database, APIs, connecting. Yeah, that's the thing. When I say API, that is JDBC. What is a JDBC? Java
Database.
database connector. Okay. So what is this JDBC? It make a connection or to connect Java application to database server. For example, MySQL, Oracle SQL, Oracle. Okay, so we use JDBC. Similarly, ODBC connect /J connector just slash j, connector or connection slash j. Okay, like this. So what is the application we use to Python to MySQL? Find it. You guys have to find. So to connect Python to MySQL. Okay, like a different type of applications to different type of databases. Find out what type of thing we use to connect PHP to database, to connect PHP to database. This is
MySQL connector.
MySQL connector we use it. So this is how we can connect your Python to database server. Okay. So just I'm showing like that you have to find it. What is the ODBC? What is a connection J? Like a different type of JDBC type of connectors. So you can put as what is JDBC. Guys, at least start doing from yourself. It will take very less time. So it's a standard application programming interface that allow Java program to access database management system. API consists of set of interface and classes within Java programming language. Actually, I tried like I finally succeeded with JDBC. So I inserted and queried with Java also. Okay. Already I told, no? I think so. What I told, I learned a lot of things. Only because of it is encouragement from the students. I never receive any encouragement from any organization or anything, but because of students, they are interested. They're asking. I got interested. I'm teaching. So that's the thing. Okay, guys, Java based. I think some of you not at all understand. Some of you are not at all understand. So I know if any case, guys, talk to others. People who are background is CSC IT people. They know the basic things like a Java servlet, EJBs. They know very basic things at least. Oops concept like this. They know very basic things. So talk to them and finally tell them. So they will guide you. They will explain very easy way compared to me. Okay, that's my suggestion. So frankly, I'm telling. Okay, that's it for now, guys. Thank you. Anything you want to say also you can say, no problem.
So interview day.
If sir is not told today, means maybe he will tell tomorrow or day after tomorrow. May exam Monday. I think so. Okay.
Okay.
But check your mail. Check your mail. Any information changes, put it in a group also. Sometimes they will send in a mail also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So that's it. Bye bye for today, guys. I'll forward all these things to you.